What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. This video will have nothing to do with the New York Jets or the NFL. So if you're looking for that kind of content, please check out the rest of our channel. We greatly appreciate it. As some of you may or may not know, I'm like a big mental health advocate. I like to try to talk about discussions, whether it's regarding depression, anxiety, suicide prevention, whatever it is, because I think a lot of people are suffering in silence, and you want to break the stigmas around these things where people can feel more open to talk about any kind of things they're dealing with and get the help that they need. So we're entering a time of year, the holiday season, while it's festive for many, it's difficult for others where you don't feel the same happiness, the same joy that others may be experiencing. And you also see those kind of like, if you're involved in social media, you'll see this, and you do a lot of self-reflection, self-evaluating. You may not feel good about yourself, and it can just be difficult. So the one thing that you try to do is, especially with the new year coming up, is everybody wants to make resolutions or you want to make changes, and you go about it different ways. And I think one of the traps people fall into, and I fall into myself, is you make excuses of why you can't do things, and you justify those excuses, and you just don't get out of your comfort zone, and you don't make that step or that you take that action to make a legitimate change that's going to help yourself. And that's not hard to overcome at times, and that could be anything. Like, just say, obviously with the new year coming, everybody gets into fitness. They want to look better in 2023 and all this other stuff. But it's like, well, I can't run because I'm not in shape and I can't breathe. I don't want to lift weights because I'm not strong enough. I'm like, there's always ways to justify a reason to not do something. And that's a kind of a mindset you got to change. Like, you've got to start somewhere. And it's always, you want to have your long-term goal, whether it's weight loss, job, money, whatever it is, career. You have your long-term goal, but you got to make your short-term goals as well and make them obtainable. Like, make them easy. Like, if you want to lose 50 pounds, before you lose 50, you got to lose 2. And kind of embrace things that way. Or if you want to play guitar, you're not going to be playing, Metallica day one. So, I want to learn a certain song. Like, try to do things that you're attainable, but make a commitment to yourself. And I think the one commitment, the biggest commitment is you got to commit to the change and commit to sticking with it. Like, don't get, if you don't get where you want to be initially, don't give up. Like, stay with it. And it's got to be something that you really, truly enjoy and really want to do. Don't create goals or don't try to do things because that'll make other people happy or that'll impress other people or you think people like you more because you do it. It's got to be something that you will get personal satisfaction of, that'll make you as a person feel better about yourself. And that could vary from person to person. It could be, listen, you want to, work with animals, you want to help others, you want to with fitness or chess and checkers or whatever, playing music. But find something that it's a passion of your life that you want to be more actively involved in, that'll help you just improve your lifestyle, improve your mindset. So once you do that, that's the first step. Second thing is, don't worry about what others think about you. And I think in this world right now, we live in a world that everybody has opinions, everybody's judgmental, and a lot of times we worry about what others think about ourselves, and you can't really be like that. You got to worry about your own personal happiness. Do what makes you happy. So, and I've encountered this a lot in my life where I do things that are just not typical. They're just not. And it's like, I genuinely don't care what other people think because it makes me happy. If it's your passion, your joy, and what you'll do is, you'll find people that enjoy the same thing, and that'll be the people you want to surround yourself with. If you're into fitness and all your friends are into partying or not just in that lifestyle, it's very difficult to kind of always be around them where you're you don't share the same thoughts or the same mindset, the same lifestyle. So if you find something you're really passionate about, stick to it and don't care about what anybody else thinks. It's funny because I teach striking at an MMA school. And when you first start out, a lot of things is you want to shadow box. You shadow box, you loosen up, you work on your techniques like that. And when you first start, you look ridiculous because you don't know what the hell you're doing. Your technique is bad. And you don't want to do it because you think everybody's judging you. Meanwhile, nobody's looking at you. Everybody's doing their own thing. But it's just awkward. It's uncomfortable. And you're like, oh, man, I look stupid. It's the only way you're going to get better. Everybody starts somewhere. So when you initially do something, it's gonna be awkward. It's going to be weird. And then you don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You worry about, okay, this is day 1. By day 2, I want to get a little better. By day 7, I want to get a little more better. Improve again. Day 14. But just do it for yourself and enjoy it. And in the end, it always pays off, right? So that's find your passion, stick to it, don't give up on it, continue to just, be yourself. And that's kind of the one thing. It's like, I think we get lost in so many different things in this world, and you just got to find out what it is that you want to be for yourself and just make those changes. So this is kind of a long-winded video. It's just, I know this time of year is really tough, and I feel for people, man. I really do, because it's at times it's so chaotic. You can get so lost in the shuffle with the holidays and the news and social media, everything else, and you just don't want to see anybody just give up or not find ways to take care of themselves, because there's always a better day ahead. There's always a better moment ahead. There's always things you can do to help out and just to get you over those hurdles or cross that bridge you got to get through. And if you can't do that, the one thing that's really important is recognize that you're not alone. There are people all around you that may hide their issues better than others, or maybe struggling as well, but they may be getting the treatment they need. A treatment can be, talking to a therapist. Treatment may be, having a weekly discussion with family and friends, calling a hotline when needed, whatever it is. But there's ways that you can get help. And that's the really important thing, is recognize, say, you know what? I'm trying to commit to certain things. I can't get it done, or I'm in this gray area. I can't find ways to make myself happy. But if you continue to try and you're not getting where you need to be, so you know what? I need to get help, and have the conversation. And that could be with literally anybody. And if you're scared of being judged by a friend and family, like I said, there's therapists and hotlines. Or there's online communities. You can do a lot of these online communities anonymously. Or you do find a friend and you open up. But the one thing that I'll continue to say in all these videos is that the response is going to surprise you, where 99.9% of the time, the people are going to be willing to help you, they'll be understanding, and they may even be able to relate to you. So ask for the help, and you will feel so much better, because it's like a burden coming off your shoulder, right? Like, you just think that nobody understands, and you can't get out of your own head, you can't figure out this plan you want to take, your next step. You talk about it, and you're like, damn, like, you feel better that it's out there, and then the response is going to help you, and then it's going to help trigger new emotions and a new mindset where you're like, all right, now I may have a new plan to take to help address whatever I'm dealing with, or to help address what I actually want to achieve. Like, if you want to do whatever it is, like, say if I want to go play the drums, I don't know the first thing about playing drums, but you know what? You try to figure it out yourself. You try to figure it out and say, you know what? Maybe I'll go look into a school or look into an instructor or whatever, but you can find ways to get the help. It's not always going to be, you're not going to be able to handle it all yourself, but you can get you can find ways to do it. So probably long-winded. Just want to say, I hope everybody's doing great. Hang in there. Don't ever give up. There's always a better moment ahead. And, if you want to commit to a change, I assure you can do whatever you want to do. You really can. It's just look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm not happy where I'm at right now. I want to feel better. I want to be better. I want to be more productive. I want to, life is short. I want to maximize all my potential and all my God-given ability. And when you do that and you commit to yourself and believe in yourself and surround yourself with people that are willing to help you and do that, you can literally accomplish anything. You just can never give up. You just got to take that step. Have a good day.